There you go. I know 100% that is a good mic. She's picking that up. You can hear that shit, can't you? If you have headphones on, you can. Deep breaths. What's up, guys? It's T. Kyle here. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I have got my Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm really fucking pissed off this morning. So sit back and get ready for this one, you guys. I am going to be venting today. I have some updates for you. I have a story for you. Let me just adjust this really quickly. Okay, so where do we begin? Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, T. Kyle, you guys got this update last night in the middle of the night. I was shook. I went on a walk. I walked for like 2 hours. I was like, I need to get out of my apartment. I need to get out of my house. I was shaken up. I was confused. I thought I was crazy. So basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I work nights. So I get home at like 2:30 in the morning, right? And for the past 2 weeks, I would get home. And normally, like when I get home from a late night shift, it is dead quiet. It's quiet outside. It is dead quiet in my apartment. It's dead quiet upstairs, next door, in the building, in the elevator. The elevator is always like on the first floor. It's just radio silent because it's in the middle of the night. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been getting home and there were like noises, like, and I couldn't describe what they were. It sounded like almost like clawing, like constant clawing on like wood objects, and then like objects dropping. So, you know, kind of just like, it sounded, I don't know, something maybe like the size of a cell phone. And then there were like a couple just a few big noises, like 1 or 2 that would be at like 4 or 5 in the morning. But the constant thing was just like this clawing noise. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, did somebody get a new dog? Like, cause, you know, other than that, it had been dead quiet up there. So I was like, what the fuck is that? So I called my management company and I was like, hey, I'm just curious. This is sort of a noise complaint kind of. And I just told them, I'm like, does the upstairs neighbor have a dog? And she was like, that apartment has been vacant for 3 weeks. And I was like, I'm gonna what? And I was like, what are you I'm like, well, there was 100% something up there, like clawing. And I don't know. So then like the maintenance guy came to my apartment. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, it sounds like there's dogs up there. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, but apparently no one lives there. And they're like, no. He's like, no one lives there right now. I'm like, okay. So after this update, do I look like shit? No, actually, I got my hair cut. I just feel like I'm puffy, and I didn't sleep last night. I like literally, and then I was woken up again early this morning, and I'll tell you that update. So I go into the weekend thinking I'm left with the impression that there's nobody up there, right? So you can imagine what my reaction would be the second I hear something. So all day Friday and all night Friday, it is dead ass quiet. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. All day Saturday, dead ass quiet. Then last night, so it's like literally like radio silent, not a peep. Then last night, as you guys saw in my Instagram stories, I started hearing things. Bitch, I told y'all that upstairs apartment was haunted. Bitch, okay, look. Do you hear that shit? What is that? It's running. Do you hear it running? What the fuck is that? You hear its paw prints? Bitch, it's a fucking what is that? I'm gonna knock. Bitch! Oh my god, now it stopped. I'm gonna puke. Oh my god, it's like right there. It's dropping shit all over. You guys, I'm not even fucking with you right now. Like, y'all hear that, right? I'm not crazy. You hear that. Please tell me you hear that. Someone just messaged and said, oh, that's just mice in your walls. That's not my wall. I'm pointing this up. This is my ceiling. Hi. And I can put my hand up here and feel the vibrations from it. And I had mice years ago. Those little shits are quiet as fuck. They don't make noise. Now, mind you, I didn't hear human feet. Like, any other noise. It was just like this, like... Can you guys hear that? You probably can hear that. My mic is really good. It was almost like... Like that. Like, very, like, distinct. And when I tell you what it eventually... I found out what it was. My hearing is great because I was 100% right. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, what if I just knocked? Because if no one's there, no one's gonna answer the door anyway. And I feel like most people don't answer the door anyway. And so, like, when my ceiling was flooding, like, the water was pouring through my lights, the girl upstairs did not answer. I, like, went upstairs. I heard her in there. Like, there were other people in the room. I don't know what the hell was happening or what the cause of the water, like, we never figured it out. But she didn't answer the door. So I was like, the worst that's gonna happen, like, they just don't answer the door. Somebody answered the door. I was not expecting someone to answer the door. I thought I was just gonna go up there, knock. There would be no one there, and I'd be like, okay. Somebody answered the door last night, and I almost shit myself. I was like, and there were dogs, and there are still dogs. You can hear them probably on this mic. So I don't know. My new neighbor, everybody, I am so confused. And I'm gonna call, like, management is, like, closed over the weekend. So there's only an emergency line, and it's for, like, fires and, like, actual, like, emergencies. So I can't speak to, like, the receptionist people, like, any of the people till Monday morning. So I don't know if, like, they were just confused and thought I was talking about a different apartment, or if it got rented over the weekend super quick. I don't know. Or if, like, or maybe the other thing I was thinking is, like, what if they're Airbnb-ing it? Like, if the management is, like, keeping it vacant, but then just renting it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shady. But fucking the dogs have been running around since 7 o'clock this morning. Then when I went to go get Dunkin' before, they were barking. They barked for like 30 minutes straight. They're sprinting around right now. I feel like you might be able to hear it. And I'm not about it. Like, let me just... I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying not to get mad about things that I cannot control. However, let me just say this. I very much have... One of my biggest pet peeves, pun intended, is people who don't have a awareness of how they affect other people around them. Like, example, people who chew with their mouth open. Like, people who chew chips in an office or, like, in a public setting with their mouth open. I'm like, hello, like, there's people around you. No one wants to hear that. And so now I'm just like, I'm not gonna find out until tomorrow if these are, like, new neighbors or what the situation is when I call in. And I'm like, hello, like, what is going on? Like, these people have dogs. It's in the lease. Like, all our leases say no pets because this building's old as fuck. You can literally hear everything. Like, I'm not even kidding. I can hear every paw print. That's how I, like, when I told you guys, like, on my Instagram stories, I was like, that sounds like a dog. Because you can hear every, like, very specific thing. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do, because now I also have like face contact with the people up there. Like, I went up there and like now they know it's me because I was fucking stupid and like knocked on the door, and now they know it's me. So if I complain, they're gonna know it's me. Whereas like I could have just not knocked, and oh fuck. I'm gonna say a prayer to the universe, because weekdays during the day, I've got the kids outside screaming to deal with. But then I come home from work and it is dead quiet. So that's, I'm like, oh, I cherish those moments. Now, 24/7 paw prints running around and dropping and throwing their toys and bones. No. It will literally like ruin my weekend chats. It'll ruin my recordings with my other mic. And it's just annoying as fuck. Like, get a rug. I don't even know. I just am like, today, I like woke up 7:15 a.m. today. That is like way too early for me, because there were things being thrown around and the dogs were sprinting back and forth. And I was like, oh my God, why? Is this like first world problems? It's probably first world problems. But you know what? That's fine. Because I feel like if I don't vent it out and I don't get it off my chest, I'm just gonna stew about it. And I'm just gonna sit, and that's like, it's called ruminating. Have you guys ever heard of that? It's where you have a problem or like something that's annoying the shit out of you, and you just sit there and you just constantly think about it, and you fall into this like loop of like, well, what if they this or that or this, and you just sit and you just stew in your annoyance. So I was like, okay, cut that off. Go to Dunkin', sit your ass down, and just vent into your camera like you do every weekend. Because that's how my weekend chat started off. I just vented into my camera, and I am venting here today to let you guys know that I now have a new neighbor, apparently. I think. I'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, and we'll find out tomorrow. I'm gonna clear up this situation of being like, excuse me, why'd you tell me the shit was vacant? Left me shook for 72 hours. I'm thinking like, there you go. I know 100% that is a good mic. She's picking that up. You can hear that shit, can't you? If you have headphones on, you can. If you're watching your TV, maybe not. But I know if you are listening to this weekend chat with headphones, I'm just gonna sit back and let you guys hear it. There's also a jackhammer. So if you've got like some real good noise canceling ones, dropped a bone. I wonder if you can hear that too. I'm just gonna call it out, because then when I pull this footage in, I can be like, yeah. So, how do I solve this problem? I am just gonna hope. Let's twist this into something positive, okay? Say for some crazy reason, my landlord, management people were confused. They thought it was a different building and whatever. Maybe they thought it was a different apartment and they thought I lived in a different one. I don't know. Maybe there's another apartment that's vacant and these people just moved in this weekend and I have new neighbors now, okay? Whatever. Confusions happen, things happen. They've got like 10 buildings that they manage, so it's possible that this was all just a weird coincidence. I'm just gonna send prayers that the powers above get rugs and get it together so that I don't have to ever hear their animals running around. Because I will move, there's no way. I will have to move. And I just fucking redid my apartment. This is so first world problems. I'm sorry, you guys. But like, any of you out, and I know this is New York City. I get it, but here's the thing about that. Here's the twist on that. I get that it's New York City, but the twist there is, you should know as a renter in New York City that because it's New York City, you should take extra precautions to be quiet. So like, I don't wear my shoes in the apartment. If I'm ever like building anything or like doing something that requires like whatever, I do it on my rug. Yeah. And also I've had like, my neighbor below me has never complained about me once in 7 years, ever. And the one time she gave me the broom was totally deserved. I was a little tipsy. I was at like a dressy event or whatever, so I had like nice shoes on with a thick sole. And I came home and I was like drunk, making myself food and walking around my apartment like back and forth, and it was like heavy, and all of a sudden it was like boom, 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 boom. And I was like shook in my I was like and I looked down, I was like fuck. I was like, oh my god, I've been walking around in these heavy ass shoes for 15 minutes. Oh my god, I'm such an asshole. And I like wrote her a note and I was like, hey, I am so sorry if I woke you up last night. My apologies. Won't happen again. Because the girl below me is cool. I mean, I don't even know if I haven't seen her in like weeks, but like, you know, she knows that she can, you know, when my air conditioner unit, something happened and it was like backed up and it was leaking into her ceiling. She came up and she knocked and she was like, knock, knock. Hey, like, I'm getting water in my ceiling. And I was like, uh-oh, what's happening? And we like opened up my AC unit and it was like a puddle. Like there was a huge thing of water. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, I don't know. You guys, I just want to sleep. I just fucking got over a cold. And all I hear is this. Let it out. I'm also like, one of my coworkers, like, we also are like on the same wavelength of like intuition and like shit like that. And like a few days ago, he was like, I just had this vision of you moving. And I was like, what? Like where? Like to a new city? And he's like, no, like I just had this vision of you leaving your apartment. 5-6 days later, here we are. Okay, well this weekend chat, well this is like an update to this isn't even a weekend chat. This is like, I didn't even get into a whole drama about how fucking YouTube took me off my partnership program, took away monetization from my channel, flagged all these fucking videos of mine. I'm like, bitch, it's a candle haul. Are you kidding? Like, what the fuck? Maybe I'll make that a whole other video. Okay, well, that's my rant today. I feel like I got most of it off my chest. And if this is the end of my weekend chats because my neighbors, we'll find out in this video and you guys can comment below. Let me know in the comments below. Do you hear the barking, the clawing, the noise around me in this video? Comment below yes or no. Because then that will like help me figure out like, can I still record when they're running around? Can I not record? Do I need to like do something with my audio? I don't know. You guys, I just wanted to sleep today. You know, like I just like one good day before going back to work to just sleep uninterrupted. You know what I mean? Like, do I need, like, how can I just pay, like, can I pay that for that? Like, I'm like, I was debating getting a hotel for a night and I was like, don't be ridiculous. But like, I just want one night of like 12 solid hours, 10 hours maybe. Or even just 8 hours with like 4 hours in bed. Quiet, you know what I mean? Now I feel better. I got it out. And maybe this is the stupidest rant ever, and maybe this was so dumb and like so not like a thing. But I work hard for my money. And your dogs scratching and clawing and making noise, they don't pay my rent, bitch. So I don't want to hear them. I hope you guys had a lovely weekend, and hope you enjoyed this saga journey of debunking my demon that I had upstairs. It's no longer demon, it's just demon animals. Anyway, that's all for this weekend chat. Let me know below, like seriously though, like from a production technical standpoint, please let me know if you guys hear the noises that are around me, because I feel like, not that it's, you know, not that I'm like this super high produced like thing. I just sit and rant to my camera. But at the same time, like I don't want to film and post videos with like annoying, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's annoying, then I don't want to post it. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever listened to like someone doing a podcast and it's supposed to be like really clear and then there's like a dog barking in the background, or like you just hear it's, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, that's why I'm curious if you guys were hearing it, because I feel like it is distracting and like is annoying for someone who's like listening with headphones to hear like that stuff. Is just right on cue. I'm telling you, like these walls, something with these floors is like, if it's really quiet, sometimes I can hear my neighbors peeing. That's how like old this building is. Whatever, fuck it. Roll my theme song. Okay, hello again. This is me coming back. I just got my jacket on. I went for a little walk because I was editing this video that you're watching right now. I was editing it, and the entire time I was editing, the dogs upstairs were barking, and I was like getting so infuriated, and I was like, let me just go get my headphones on and just step outside for a minute, get some fresh air and come back, because then I started feeling bad. This is like how I am with everything. I'm like, something will annoy me, and then I try and like twist it into something positive, or like better, and then I feel guilty about it. It's like that Irish guilt in me. And I was walking and I was like, you know what? Maybe I probably scared them by knocking as much as they scared me. And honestly, like, I'm sure that my landlord, like, there has to be something that like happened. Like there has to be some kind of confusion. Because I think there's people moving in up there. Like I think it's new people and not like whatever. But like the dog's still running around and I'm just like, and it was barking the entire time I was editing. And you know, I don't spend too long editing. It takes me about like 30 to 45 minutes to like clean up a good weekend chat. If there's like, cause I was in this video, you guys will see though, there's cuts. In those cuts were like periods where there was just a lot of barking and a lot of running. And I was like, I just need to cut that out because it's annoying. But now I feel bad. Should I feel bad? I don't even know why I'm just, whatever. I feel guilty now. I'm like, maybe I scared, but like also get rugs. Get carpets, get rugs. You better have a rug by the end of next week. They better have rugs and carpets down by the time I film this weekend chat next week. It is New York. I don't want to be that bitch though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that bitch that pulls out the lease that we all sign that says you're not allowed to have pets. But like, that's a rule for a reason. Like there's buildings that allow pets. It's because they're soundproofed or because the floors have like protections. Our building is old as shit and doesn't have that. So that's why. So should I feel guilty? Should I not feel guilty? I just wanted to get on here and inject this in here because I started to have a guilt trip. And I was like, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like, also, I filmed another video about my the YouTube situation. That's also going up. I'm editing that and putting that up today too. So you guys are getting 3 videos in 48 hours. All the YouTube beauty gurus are shaking. Okay, bye again. I'll see you guys soon. It's Britney, bitch. Shake your tits. Dunkin' Donuts.